Welcome, everyone, back to the Catch a Glimpse podcast. Here we are, episode 28, which is actually kind of crazy to think about.
Sheesh.
You know how it is. This is a Sunday. You're listening to this on. That's when it's at least uploaded, 7:30 a.m. on both Spotify and iTunes, or 4:30 p.m. on YouTube. So make sure to check all these out. Go watch the past ones if you haven't. But I think we just dive right on into this. It's a
we're all
week
here.
before Christmas.
Frankie is
the
here
boys
too.
are all here. The boys are
Oh yeah,
all
everyone's here. We got
Week
Frankie
before
and
Christmas.
No absences. I'm always
True.
here.
True.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, Ryan's always here.
Ryan is the one who's consistent
For the most part, yeah.
for the most part.
I might miss an upload on time, but it's okay.
Hey, it just depends if you're dying or not, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm always dying.
Anyway, Ryan did mention jumping right into this podcast.
Yeah, I did.
Boy, is there
He did that, yes.
something that we can talk about that just happened to us tonight?
Yeah, so we were out filming. I'm not going to tell you what we were filming, but we were out filming. And we ended up going out to eat. And as we're over there filming, we got our food, right? We're inside. We're chilling, we're sitting by this table that's away from everybody else.
And we sat in the corner away from everybody else, right next to the bathroom.
So we wouldn't bother anyone, right? This lady, as Keaton's about to record with the camera, goes to the bathroom, that which you have to pass us. And as we see her out of our vision, he puts the camera down out of respect of privacy reasons.
Yeah, like immediately.
Immediately.
She's in there for like 30 seconds, probably washing her hands.
Yeah.
If that, yeah.
Right. And he picks up the camera again to start filming. This time we're more or less like halfway done with the clip, right? And the lady comes back out. And we put the camera back down instantly, right? Out of respect.
Yeah, like I saw the door opening. Didn't even she wasn't even walking out yet. I just saw it starting to open and I automatically put it down.
Right.
So not even a shot for her to notice that we were filming.
So at this point now, we're eating our food. We're like halfway in, and the husband of that lady has left the building, and she walks over to our table, which is out of the way of the exit.
Yeah, past the exit.
Right. She comes up to our table, stands right at the end, and goes, "Do you guys have an extra fry?"
And you had cheese curds. You're like, nah.
I was like, "Nah, I got cheese."
I was looking at Keaton. I didn't know what to say. I was just like, we're just enjoying our food. And she's like, no. Okay, that's all right. And then she leaves. The same lady who had walked over past our table and seen the camera.
Like, what do we think her intentions were?
That's the thing. We talked about that the rest of the night. I told you guys this. I've been thinking about this for days. Like, why did she ask that question? Because why would she walk past the door to come ask us? There's other people at other tables she could have asked.
Right.
Because they were sitting on the other side of the restaurant. And I have no clue, because she could have came over by us upset about the camera earlier.
Right.
And been like a Karen trying to pick a fight. And come over and I don't know, say something about the camera. But at that point, we were just eating. Camera was down.
Right.
Yeah.
And we talked about this too. We did everything we could to ensure that people felt comfortable with it, because as soon as anybody was close to us, we put it down.
And
we didn't record.
I've noticed when we walked into the building and we were getting our drinks, I had the camera around my neck. The lens cap was on it. So maybe the people around were looking at me like, why does this guy have a camera? But maybe she was one of them and was like, oh, look, a camera. Let me interact with these guys. I don't
know.
We had theories about her. I mean, maybe she was trying to get our attention somehow for some reason.
One of the theories was she was trying to come pick a fight about the camera, and the camera was down, and we were just chilling. So she went up to a fry. It was her backup plan. She's like, I don't know. And then I was just like, yo, guys, what if she was asking for help? And we just sent her away, and that's gonna be in my head. What did I just?
That
do?
was her last wake moment, and we just killed her.
Yeah,
because it was just all very strange, and we just kind of kept referring back to it while eating, and because we just got our food, it was not even 2 minutes,
right?
And then she walked over and asked,
because
it was very strange.
Yeah, she had definitely seen the camera, walked back, and then came over past the exit.
Right.
And then left.
I had the theory that maybe if we gave her a fry, just because of how random it is, she's like, "Oh yeah, you were nice to me, so here's some money.
Here's $1 million.
Here's some cat. You're on this TV show. There's a camera there.
Here's
There's
a
a camera
bag."
there.
Yeah, you see that sometimes. What was the other one we were? Oh, I just forgot.
There's
Oh no, it was another one at the end after we were done eating. Keaton didn't eat all his fries. So
he goes, "Anybody want
"You
these
guys
fries?"
want some fries?" And then we were like, "Well, yeah, that lady did. So look at us now."
Also, when we were there, our cashier that we were talking to was the most either
Out of it.
Like
He was new.
He was
We
either
figured out by the end of
he
the
was
day
new.
Yeah.
But the way we could tell that maybe something was wrong with him, but there's nothing wrong with him now. We just knew that he was new at what he was doing. We walked up and ordered our food. Frankie was first. And you want to tell your side of this? Whatever.
Yeah,
you
I
came
got
up
up there and there was two options: either he was high or he was new.
Yeah.
And that was my only thoughts there. And I had asked for like barbecue chicken tenders, and he goes, "The rotisserie chicken bites." I was like, "Nah, the barbecue chicken tenders."
No,
and
not those.
He said,
Wait,
he must-
a sausage McMuffin. that McDonald's meme is like, "Hey,
Yeah,
can I get a burger? A sausage McMuffin." Go ahead, sorry.
And yeah, he had asked if I wanted to drink with it, and I said, "Yeah." So he checks me out. I pay. I'm walking away, and I said, "Can I get the cup for the drink for my drink, please?" He goes, "Oh, you got the drink?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah, dog. I literally just told you I
Yeah.
would like the drink." And he goes, "Oh yeah, never mind." So then it was your turn.
And then so then I'm behind Frankie, and to start off, I'm like, "Hey, hi, can I get a number 3, which is a burger and a fry and a drink?"
You got number 5, you liar.
Was it number 5? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, "Can I get number?
Sorry.
Can I get number?
Continuity.
Can I get number 5 combo?" I even made sure I said combo so he knows that everything's together with it. I said only ketchup on the burger, large curd instead of a fry, and that's it. That's all I said. And he puts down a fry, everything on the burger. And he goes, Can you repeat it?" And I'm like, "Okay. Can I get a number?" I repeated it. And then
Meanwhile, Keaton is behind you mocking you.
yeah, Keaton's
saying what you're
behind.
saying.
Dude, yeah, this guy's behind me. He's going, large curd, medium.
Yeah, that
medium
too.
Drink, medium drink.
That one as well.
Yeah, can I get this one too? So all that's happening. I had to repeat my order. He gave me my number. I went over, got my drink, and then it was Keaton's turn.
Keaton went fine with you, right?
Yeah, mine was pretty normal.
He got it after the second try. Yeah.
Yeah. He finally got it down once he got to me. But then after the whole fry debacle, then so we went to Dairy Queen, and then on their receipts they have, you just do a little survey and get a free daily bar. So me and Ryan did that. So we filled that all out, gave us a little code, and went to the front. He's still working, same guy.
Mm-hmm.
And so Ryan goes up to him and asks him first. He says, "Yeah, we have these codes. We did the survey. It's just free daily bar." And he just stood there like, "What?" Like he had no clue. He had no clue.
New. He must have
Like he must have been brand new.
Yeah.
And so he's like, "I'm just gonna go get someone." And he left and got a manager, and they figured it out. And then as a manager was explaining it to him,
like how to
he
do
was
it.
just staring off into space. Yeah, like how to put the code in. He was just staring off into space. He's like, "Oh, you're talking to me?" And then he goes over and figures out how to do it.
Yeah.
So
that was like the most
stuff.
recent. We've got a lot of fast food stuff. We've already talked about it, but that just adds to the list.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of lists, Ryan's got a funny list of me.
You want me to read them?
No, it's not. It's not something we read on this podcast.
Maybe if you come to our YouTube channel at some point, we might release,
After Dark video.
We might release.
No,
something like
Ryan has like just a list of crazy weird things I'll say, and he read them back to me today, and I heard something. I was like, I said that.
Yeah.
I was like, how did I come up with that?
I thought you were trying to segue with like Christmas lists.
Ooh, hey, Christmas lists.
If we,
y'all better have them done because Christmas is a week
right.
away.
I don't know. I think we talked about it before and we weren't 100% sure what we wanted, but what do you think you're going to get for
I'm sure.
Christmas?
I would like golf items.
Hmm.
I've gone golfing with my grandpa multiple times, so I'm assuming I'll get some golf stuff from him. Again, I don't want to assume I'm getting gifts because that's just rude. But
Oh, if I'm not getting gifts, I'm swinging. That's all I'm saying.
oh my god. One thing I do know that I'm getting, my grandfather on my dad's side has been nice enough to give us some money for my college costs the last 2 years. He's doing it again this year, so I couldn't be more thankful. And on top of that, he got me something else, and I was like, "What in the world is this guy doing? Like, you've already given me a college payment. Like, you don't need to give me more." But he's very kind in doing so.
Frankie's like, yo, that college payment, I'm making a new PC. Let's go.
No. How I'm doing it is like my dad is doing, like, it's all in his name.
Yes.
I mean, I have some loans in my name, like little ones,
Mhm.
and most of it's in his name, and then I'm just gonna be paying him back
Mm.
throughout the years instead of like going to the bank. It's gonna go to him, and then he pays the bank.
Mhm.
So it's just all the money my grandfather's given is going straight into my dad's account, and it's like in a money market account, so it's gonna get interest. But that's it's just a huge gift to receive, and I couldn't be more thankful.
Yeah.
But that's just something I do know I'm getting.
I know that I'm going to be getting a third monitor for Christmas. My mom wanted to make sure she got the right one because it's sort of like asking your mother or your father, can I get a new keyboard for Christmas? And they search gaming keyboard and they find like
$15 one.
like a $15 office keyboard. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I had to make sure I gave her all the right specs, all the right size and dimensions. She also was going to get me a triple monitor stand, but then we found out that it might be easier to get a single monitor stand and then maneuver my stuff around.
That's a good shout.
But I know
And
I'm
you
getting
said-
that.
Is the newest one going to be your vertical monitor?
Yes. I'm taking my BenQ that's on my right. I'm
Yeah.
going to put it on my left and make it vertical. And then the other one's going to be a second curved, so it's going to continue the curve I already have.
Yeah, so I just had to talk about a little bit of vertical screens. You know the vertical screens they have at McDonald's?
Yes.
I thought it was like a personalized McDonald's board, right?
It's just
I was
TV.
in there the other day. It's just LG TVs.
Yeah.
Like they were off. They were just LG TVs, like the logo bouncing around, and they were like vertical. I was like, what in the world?
Yeah.
The more you know, though.
That's
The more
crazy.
you know.
I honestly probably learned that like a couple years ago. But yeah.
Okay, well,
You weren't the
you're
only
ahead.
one.
Thank goodness.
Keaton?
John.
I don't know. I don't know any guaranteed gift. I know.
So,
I
so
mean,
you're not in the loop at all. You're going to be very
That's kind of
surprised.
fun, though. That's kind of fun, though. You just
Yeah.
don't know. A lot of stuff I don't know.
because I mean, I made a list. I would assume some of it's, I'm getting stuff from that. But otherwise, I don't know any
Have-
guarantee. So
Right. Have you guys spent a lot this year? Like this year, I've spent so much money on gifts for people. Like the most I've ever had.
You want to know the total of how much your guys's were together? After the fact, I learned it was 25 cap.
Combined, yeah, let's hear it.
I think. Hold on. You guys keep talking. I gotta.
He just like
I had
started with
it.
an F letter, so I was afraid he was gonna say like 400, and I was like, "You're not my friend anymore."
No,
or
you gotta. I have to think of the numbers. If you guys want to talk.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I might estimate it's got to be over 300, if not more. I spent on everybody, and that's like a guy who's paying for a lot of things right now. You know, Keaton, have you spent a lot?
I mean, I've done like your guys' gifts.
Mm-hmm.
A couple party white elephants, and then our family Secret Santa,
Okay.
and then my mom's side's family Secret Santa.
Okay, because we're doing a Secret Santa, like my brothers and I and their girlfriends / wives, which I'm very excited for. I'm also doing a different friend Christmas, which is Secret Santa, so I had to buy for both all that too.
Yeah.
So it's been
Yeah.
wild.
I believe 80.
$80 on the both of us.
Yeah.
Pooch, you're a very nice guy, Ryan.
Did you just call me Pooch?
No. If you haven't seen that podcast, go check it out. Ryan's backup name is Pooch.
I thought you just went Pooch. You're a really nice guy, man. That's what I thought I heard.
Hey, how much? The real question is, Pooch, who'd you spend more money on?
I think. Okay,
No, you're not supposed to tell us that.
I can.
Well, the other person's gonna get upset and demand more.
Oh, please. I don't think so. Well, maybe depending on who has the most.
Well, if it was me,
I can tell you who I spent more on.
Okay, so I would
Keaton's
say
bringing out all the shots.
I think
Everyone's dropping bombs.
Yeah.
I think
Break
they're
up
equal.
before we get to Christmas.
I think they might be equal. I might give or take a couple dollars, but I think they're both 40.
Okay, 40.
But you have, Frankie, you
Roughly.
have more items than Keaton does.
Oh dear.
Keaton's got 3 items.
That's not always like a good thing though. Like sometimes like the bigger, greater item is more expensive, and you have like,
Right.
a bunch of little ones. But Keaton, who did you spend more on?
No, you guys are pretty split.
Okay,
So,
I was gonna
don't
say
worry
you
about
guys are very evenly split. I got you guys almost identical things.
Keaton, I don't know if you want to tell him what we figured out. You don't want to say anything
No.
about that?
It's too much of a hint.
Okay.
What'd you figure out?
Oh, no, we can't because it would sort of
yeah.
say what yours is.
I can say this much. So I was going through my gifts for you guys,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and one of the past times we've talked, I realized the gift that I was gonna give to Ryan, I can't give anymore. So I've had to switch it up. So
When we exchange, can I know what it is?
Yeah.
yeah,
Are you gonna
No,
bring
yeah.
it still?
no,
Just to show it off?
I guess I could. I mean,
Yeah. Are you
yeah,
gonna keep it? then?
maybe.
Are you gonna keep it?
No, I'll probably just return it. But I have something
Yeah.
else in mind already. So
Okay.
Let the record show I felt so bad when I figured out
yeah.
anything.
So everyone watching this podcast, the upcoming Wednesdays when we do this Secret Santa.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
check out that video because that's gonna be a really good one. And in that video, I will explain exactly what we're talking about right now.
Yes.
And it's just going to
So
be
go
important to
peep
go
that.
watch it because like the last 3 weeks we've been talking about Christmas gifts for
Yeah.
each other. So really, go watch that video coming out in 3 days from now, and you'll see everything we bought each other, and it'll be nice surprises, some nice big smiles. Hopefully, if it's not disappointment. If it is, that's pretty sad. Keaton, I only remember your hint being it is something white. And Ryan, you figured it out?
No.
I mean,
Oh.
now that you
No.
okay, I'm not gonna. Okay.
When I went through it, I decided to tell him just
Yeah.
because I knew I was gonna have to replace it.
Why? Because he has it? Okay. Well, I can't wait to find out in a couple days. The rest of you viewers, all right?
And you too, watching at
Exactly.
home
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can't wait
or
to
in the car ride or on the plane ride
wherever,
home.
wherever
here,
you're going, whatever you're
wherever
doing.
you're at.
If you're in Italy or Belgium, wherever
If
you
you're
are.
in space,
and you know
check out the
Show-
podcast.
Speaking of space, Michael Strahan was just in space.
who?
Michael Strahan,
I don't know
oh my gosh, the NFL player with the most single season sacks. He is a host on
Oh.
Good Morning America. Very great football player, very good TV host. He has a gap in his teeth, which he's
A
very
coin
proud of.
slot.
Okay, let's be nice now. But he has actually gone on record saying that he's never going to get it fixed because it's part of him. And I was like, go
For
you,
sure,
dude.
for sure.
That's huge. I love that. He just went into space on one of those Jeff Bezos rockets.
Oh wow.
You know, those like people get to go as like a visitor or whatever, like civilians in space. Yeah.
That's pretty dope. I had this weird thing that happened to me at work.
Not another ghost story, is it?
No. So,
Okay.
well, okay, no, it's not. But I was watching TikTok at work on my break, and I scrolled and I found.
Yeah.
Sure,
okay.
on your
break.
break.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, sure.
All right, man. But I was scrolling down and I saw this line of videos that were duetted, and they said the government is making clones of people. If you have a freckle on your left arm, like right here, if you're watching on the video, on your left arm, a little bit above the inside of your elbow, right? You are a clone, right? And then here's the weird thing. I asked it. You have one, Frank?
Right there.
Yeah. Keen, you have one?
What are we talking about? Like
That one. Right.
that
Yes, that one.
That one?
So I asked every guy in the building, I said, hey, do you have a freckle on your left arm? On this side of your arm? Every single one of them said yes. And they showed me it. I freaked out so hard. I was like, there's no way I'm walking up to everybody and they have the same freckle.
Ryan, I had seen that years ago.
You did?
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
around for a while, but I don't. I think it's pretty far fetched to say people are being cloned.
Yeah.
It was maybe like 3 or 4 months ago, and my sister saw something, one of those spots where a lot of people just have freckles, and sure enough, I looked and I had it. Yeah, I think those things just go around.
It goes the same thing with birthmarks for me. There's a theory of birthmarks. I think I've told you guys this.
Yeah, where like that's how you died. In the past.
Did I talk about this on podcast?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Way
Yeah.
back in the beginning.
Yeah, I got like a birthmark on the back
Way
of my
back when.
head. I was executed.
I have a birthmark on my chest. So I either had a heart attack or I got shot or stabbed or whatever, what have you.
Keaton goes. I got a
No.
What?
I know exactly where he's going.
Sorry, my bad. All right.
I don't have any birthmarks.
Oh, this is
what?
your first life.
You're
Congratulations.
immortal. Yeah, welcome to Earth, buddy.
You know,
Oh, what was Ryan gonna say?
maybe later.
After the podcast?
The After Dark podcast coming out in
Okay.
2022.
Yeah, maybe later.
Well, because Ryan was talking about work, I just want to throw this out there. I was at work, and my work is just doing orders and stacking a lot of boxes. So I sent this picture in the group chat, and so it's me and my friend Riley. So when we're stacking boxes, we're stickering them, and then you got to stack them up on a pallet. And so we're sometimes a little over dramatic. So he went to go wrap it because we had it stacked like 10 boxes high. And so when you wrap it with like saran wrap almost, you have to put one of the edges under one of the boxes at the bottom.
Yep.
So I go to lift it up, and we knew this entire thing was scuffed from the beginning because these were bad boxes. Like they were packed horribly. They were really small. They were light. So it was just a disaster to try and stack a whole pallet of those. So I go lift up just a little ledge, and I put it under there, and we knew like it was starting to rock. And so Riley said, like, you gotta get out of the way, like move. And so I thought he was just, exaggerating because I didn't like, I'm crouching down, putting this saran wrap under a box corner. I don't hear or see any of the boxes move. And then he's like, you really gotta move. So I just like stepped to the side. I, just like quickly moved to the side on my knees. And sure enough, the entire pallet like broke and just all the boxes fell down. So
what were
that was
in the
pretty funny.
boxes?
They were like bracelet bead sets or something.
Dude,
so,
if
like,
those
nothing
boxes
broke.
opened,
Yeah, nothing
Yeah,
broke.
all the beads
No,
got everywhere.
that would have sucked. But they did not.
Dude.
So
You're okay? Everyone's okay?
yeah.
he
I
then
should ask that
And-
first.
Because it was just me and Riley doing that, and then there was like one of the managers or two of the managers talking like at the middle table. Not a lot of people were working that night, and so it was literally just like us four. And it collapsed. They looked over. I don't even remember what they said. But yeah, like nothing along the lines of like, like
Everybody
oh crap,
okay?
like the boxes are is everybody okay? It was just like silence. And we went back to
Yeah,
work.
cool.
and then the irony of it all, he sends a photo in chat and goes, Ryan, your pallet broke. Because I work with pallets too. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, dude.
Was just I was working in the bar again the other night at Texas Roadhouse, and I was going to the beer fridge to grab a beer, It's a little beer mini fridge. It's
Having
under the
some fun.
table there.
You're on break.
Yeah,
No, it's not on break. But it's very tightly packed, and all the beers are in rows.
Oh no.
So like it's like beer, different kinds of beer all lined up. And I mean, there's a beer like big walk-in fridge in the back, but this is like the little ones at the bar.
Right.
And I hit one, and it knocks down maybe 10 beers
Like
in
broken.
the fridge. Everything goes clink, clink, just not breaking. Fell over in the fridge. None of them broke. None of the bottles broke. All I had to do, it has 2 doors
Yeah.
with like a middle in it, like a middle like line. It's a little front, but you can put your hand around it.
Yeah.
And I had someone else came over to open that side of the fridge. I'm like, don't open that side, because you open that side, all these beers are gonna go falling out. So I had to like reach around 8 stacks of beer and like carefully grab them and then like line them back up. I did, and I didn't break anything, which, knock on wood, continues my 2.5 streak of never breaking anything in that restaurant.
Hey, that's good.
Nice.
How long have you been working there?
2.5 years.
Yeah, that's a good record for not breaking
I
anything.
didn't get my Christmas bonus though.
Yeah, Keen, do you get a Christmas
Sweet.
bonus?
And I don't have enough hours apparently.
I doubt it.
You doubt it. Well, because you started work early.
Yeah, I think just because it's seasonal job, I don't think so.
Does Riley work there full time?
No, he works at Fleet Farm.
Well, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Riley works 2 jobs, so that's kind of crazy.
I was planning on working 2 jobs in the next summer, but we'll see.
I think I'm getting a Christmas bonus. I just have no idea how much it is. They like, don't tell
million.
you.
A new PC.
Yeah, if they give me enough
That'd
for a graphics card, yo, listen up.
Imagine. I've been wanting to upgrade my PC, but we'll have to see how life goes. Well, howdy, folks. We are halfway through this podcast. Why don't we jump over to some sports conversations? Maybe a little bit of gaming. Let's start with gaming, actually. We didn't get to talk about the new Warzone map last week. And the last thing we just said on the podcast was this map sucks.
Yeah.
Parts of me still believe that, but my heart has changed.
Same here.
Yeah, but now I think it's different. I think it's a smidge different from when we last left off.
Frankie explained it while we were playing it, I think the day of the podcast that we filmed. He was saying it's a new map. People aren't going to know where to go and what to do. It's going to feel weird. So instantly we're thinking we're going to be gods and we're running around and killing people. It's not going to be like that for probably a month, right?
Yeah, that's what I had said. I was like, remember when Warzone... I think this... I don't even know this was on the podcast. I think this was like a private conversation we were playing after, and I was like, guys, listen up. And I was like... Because we were... The first time we played, we all were just pushing everything and running without each other. I was like, we might have to Timmy Tommy this a couple times just to get the hang of it. Because remember when Verdansk originally came out, we really had to figure out the gameplay and get good at it by playing slow for a little while. And I just think that we went with that a little bit, and we saw results. We won a couple of games that same night. I know you guys had both dropped like about 15 limbs in our second or third place
with
and
20
our first
left.
place. Yeah, and like Keaton and I had a first place, and I didn't have very many, but Keaton was like up in 15 around there limbs, which is great. So,
and
I think in a little bit we're gonna be very good, and we're gonna see the results.
And the cool thing is there was an update recently. They patched a lot of things, nerfed a lot of things, buffed a lot of things.
You want to talk about what they nerfed at all?
Yeah, so I know that they nerfed certain attachments. They had bloom. Guns had bloom. Do you know what bloom is?
No. Explain for the viewers at home.
So bloom is when you shoot a weapon in the game, and wherever you're aiming, usually in every Call of Duty, there was no bloom, which meant wherever you were aiming, that's where you're shooting, and they have like a recoil pattern. But with Vanguard, there is bloom. So when you shoot, your bullets don't go exactly where you're shooting. They go in like a circle around your reticle. But they got rid of bloom. So if we weren't already like getting that many kills with bloom, now that it's gone, I feel like it's going to be a lot easier to get kills.
Especially helping with hip fire.
Correct. Yeah.
So
I know they buffed certain ARs, certain SMGs. They nerfed or balanced snipers, which they need to be buffed.
Yeah,
I saw
snipers suck.
people. I saw TP running the thermal sight again, like in original in like
Yeah.
beginning of Verdansk. I gotta make one of those.
Got to start somewhere with those snipers.
I have to level it up.
There's
I
so much
don't-
foliage.
Yeah.
Oh, here's
Yeah.
one thing. Today they made an emergency patch for the game. There was a 4 times XP bug.
Oh my god!
Oh, I wish.
Literally, they popped a double XP token, hopped into plunder, and got as many kills as they could. And in 2 games, they fully leveled up a gun.
That
I wish.
I wish.
I would do that
absolutely.
right now.
The thing is I saw the TikTok while we were setting up, and it was made 5 hours ago. And they made the patch while we were out filming.
Does that mean I need to
Dang.
update my game again?
Yeah. I mean, while we were just filming, it popped up in my bottom right, and it said it was done. So that is
Wild.
it shows what they really care about instead
Yeah.
of
Oh yeah.
the crashes of certain games and like consoles.
That is annoying.
Some cheaters are still cheating through the anti-cheat, but they don't fix that for like a month or 2. But if there's a 4 times XP bug, they'll fix it in 4 hours.
Right. That's,
Because we played Champion Hill on Vanguard before like the Caldera map dropped, like right when Vanguard dropped, and when us 3 did trios, and you know, of course, we dominated. We literally won.
Rocking
I think
and
almost
rolling.
every single one.
we won like
But
10 in a row or something.
Yeah.
But after almost every match, once we, get the win screen to pop up, then we'd go to the loading screen to then go back to the menu, one of our games would crash
Yep.
every single time. And it's just
And
like,
we're all on PC. It's probably so much worse
Yeah.
for console because they can't really load certain things like PCs can.
yeah.
So I can't imagine.
I mean, obviously the game's gonna have its bugs. Yeah, I just wish there was some more effort to fix the bigger ones in the game.
Yeah, definitely.
And obviously, I have some concerns with the map because of you talked about too much foliage and different things like that. But if we can get the hang of it, I think
For sure.
we might look past some of those things.
I've talked about it definitely before on the podcast about how the game should have switched to engines, because that was my big hope with the new map. It was like Verdansk was just so huge, you had to render so much of it. So the FPS tank between that and just like Modern Warfare pubs was so different. And then going to Cold War ran really well, but they didn't switch to that engine, so Warzone's still low FPS. Then playing Vanguard beta and Vanguard launch, I have pretty good FPS in there, like really nice for a COD, like a new COD game.
Right.
And so then dropping Caldera doesn't switch engine, and like the FPS is pretty much, to me, I think it's on par with Verdansk. So at least it's not like terribly worse, but the amount of foliage that you have to render in is insane.
Right.
Yeah, mine is just slightly better compared to Warzone or Verdansk frame.
For me, it's either the same or a little worse. So I might need a little help with setting changes if we could do that after this.
Yeah, and I would say Cold War ran the best out of the last 3 CODs,
Yeah.
but
hmm
the graphics weren't as good.
Yeah, it was
think the game
definitely
was-
its own style. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
But-
But before, if we're done with the game talk, I had this little thing to slide in before we talk about sports.
All right, absolutely.
Do you guys like retro games, like old games?
Yes.
Depends what games
Like
we're playing.
PlayStation 1 era, Super Nintendo?
Never played anything
Never?
past PlayStation 2.
Well, at least you know about the consoles, right? The old consoles.
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
Well, downtown in our city, there is a shop that is
I know what you're
open
talking about.
that sells retro items. I thought it was pretty cool. I went in there today and helped my brother out find some stuff. He ended up buying like a Super Nintendo cartridge because he has one at home. But the guy that was there had like boxed, sealed Super Nintendos. Is it Nintendos? Did I say that right? Nintendo. Well, I don't know why I thought that sounded so weird. He had boxed Super Nintendos and boxed Super Nintendo 64s, Nintendo 64s.
That's so cool.
But I asked him how much is he selling the Super Nintendo for? He says $450.
Yeah, I
Sheesh.
mean, at that point, it's an antique.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And while I was there, for the visual viewers, I ended up buying a purple Yoshi. I got a purple Yoshi in camera angle right now. He's pretty cool. There were pink, gray, and orange Yoshis that he was selling. This makes me want to collect them, knowing that there's multiple colors. So this might become a future thing for me. Collecting Yoshis.
I've been in there before, and Keaton, I was looking for Lord of the Rings Conquest that when you and I hang out when we were kids would play. We go rent it at Family Video. One of the most fun PS3 games of all time. It's a Lord of the Rings game. And it's like, have you ever played Star Wars Battlefront? Anybody?
I think I did when I went to
have.
your house at one point.
Yeah. It's Star Wars Battlefront, but it's Lord of the Rings. It is so cool. It is so fun. I wish, Keaton, that when Family Video closed, I would have gone in and bought it.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
Because they were selling everything
Yeah.
that they could, and I never did. So I was looking there over the summer for it, and they didn't have it, unfortunately. But I want to get my hands on that game because I still have the PS3.
You know
If they would make
the
a remaster one, it'd be so cool.
you know the gumball machine that was there?
Yeah.
My brother bought that. He
The whole
has
thing.
Yeah, he's got the whole gumball machine that like with the spiral thing and the extra gum that came with it. It's probably all old gum, but he
Yeah, I
has
would need-
Probably.
he has the machine. So it's pretty cool.
Get new bubble gum, and it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a restaurant, like a fast food restaurant in town that used to have, I think the very, very old Taco Bell had a gumball machine?
I think so.
Or was like the old Dairy Queen?
Didn't we have a Ponderosa?
We did all those years ago.
Was it in there?
No, I don't think so. Maybe. It was at Pizza Ranch is where Ponderosa used to be.
Yeah.
I thought, doesn't Omicron have
They do.
a huge one? It's in the entrance.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
take a left.
They do, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember being a fast food restaurant that had one.
We were talking in the car about what was it? You brought up Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes, West Bend made it on Jimmy Kimmel
That was I didn't see the clip
Because-
yet, but I believe you.
because of the new Corona. Why does that sound weird? Everyone says COVID-19 now. The new COVID-19 variant, Omicron, is the same name as a West Bend, Wisconsin diner known as Omicron.
I wonder if they got
And-
extra business because of that.
Maybe. You know what? It might become like a place you
Yeah.
have to go to if you come visit Southeast Wisconsin now. But it was on Jimmy Kimmel, and it had made an appearance, and he made a little joke about it. But it was just so cool seeing like the Omicron sign of our restaurant here in West Bend on national television, like a late show like that. It was. Awesome.
I've been there. I've been there.
I live
Yeah.
there.
I live 5 minutes away from there.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's-
So, yeah, that was super cool.
And here's Ryan's house. Here's Keaton's front door. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's cool.
But yeah, if you've not seen that clip, I'm not sure where you can find it. It's somewhere on the internet, maybe on YouTube, but you'll find it. Speaking of popular things, a friend of mine from college has met 2 Packer players in like the last week.
Well, we've killed 3 and talked to 1, so
In game.
in game.
Warzone.
That's what I meant. That's
We
what I
talked
meant.
Yeah, wait, hold
to a
up.
former Packer. We've interacted with 5 different Packer players.
Yeah.
We've talked to Dwan Harris, former Packer running back.
Yep.
Aaron Jones commented and shared my post on Instagram. And then we played against Marquez Valdes-Scantling, former cornerback for the Packers, Josh Jackson, and Preston Smith.
Preston Smith.
We played against him in Warzone, and we tweeted him, and Preston Smith had actually tweeted back at
Caught
you,
us
and-
lacking.
Yeah, that's what he
Yeah.
said. So that was really fun. I recognize the gamer tag 'cause I know he played on Twitch. But yeah, so my friend from college actually works at Lids at the mall in Green Bay, and he's met Juwan Winfrey and Aaron Jones at the mall. And it's like, well,
Dang.
how do you just keep getting this lucky? Like, stop. Why can't just like let me in one of these times, teleport me so I can meet them too. But hey, little Packers talk here before the podcast ends. We play the Ravens today.
Ravens.
Did we win? Who knows? Hopefully we did.
Lamar Jackson's kind of
This
scary.
should be a dub.
Lamar Jackson's probably not playing. He has a dislocated ankle.
Ooh, dang.
Hasn't practiced all week.
There's a lot of people out both sides of this game.
Yes, and we have a lot of players coming back to practice, though. So the next couple of weeks, most of our big-name injuries are returning to the team, which I couldn't be more excited for.
Yeah.
So hopefully a dub on Sunday. Any score predictions today, guys? Ryan, you first.
I think 14 Ravens, 27 us.
Good calls. Keaton Walla?
I'm going to go 34-10.
Okay.
I, myself, am going with 31-17. Packers win. I think that was almost I had 38-17 last week. But that's my guess prediction for the score on Sunday. We'll see how it plays out. Should be a good game. Last thing I want to touch on in the NFL, over 100 new cases of COVID, positive COVID tests in the NFL. We have multiple games from Saturday, Sunday this weekend, postponed to Monday, Tuesday. Browns, Raiders is on Monday now. And they play us again the following Saturday on Christmas.
Yeah.
They literally have like a Thursday night game kind of week, a very short week for them. And then like the Rams, Seahawks is on Tuesday, I believe. There's another game that's been delayed, but COVID's been a real problem in football right now, and as well as basketball. Keaton, Giannis is out with COVID. How's the team been doing without him?
So, well, we went against the Celtics and we lost the Celtics. I've been seeing a lot of posts flying around saying that like the NBA should honestly take put it all on pause for 2 weeks. You know, just like take a breather. Let's try and get, like the COVID cases down, get it out now. It will let people even rest up, which is going to be good for viewing pleasure. And then we'll get back to it, which I wholeheartedly agree with, just with how many cases there are. Like I don't want it like us to get to, the third quarter of the NBA season and then for it to be like, okay, now we just need to shut it down because how rampant this is. I'd rather us take the precautions, take it 2 weeks out, then go back to it.
Yeah, it's been a whole wild situation with COVID in sports right now. Big news in NBA though around COVID. Kyrie Irving for the Nets, unvaccinated player, hasn't been with the team because they haven't allowed him to be there because he's unvaccinated. Now they're allowing him to come back as a part-time player because in the New York laws you can't be on the team if you're not vaccinated. So he's not playing any home games. He will play in all the away games that aren't in New York. I think that's wild. I've never heard of a part-time player.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was always curious how that was going to end out with him not being vaccinated and all that talk around.
It turns out we have a solution there.
Yeah.
So he'll be a part-time player. And it really makes you wonder, when will this go away? When will the vaccine go away? It won't never go away because it'll become a normal vaccine like the flu. I'm not saying like it'll just go away. I'm saying like when will it stop being such a big thing? When will COVID stop affecting the way it has?
It is winter, and that's always when it just gets worse.
Yeah,
you have flu as well.
Yep. And
so hopefully
colds are also going around.
Yeah, hopefully we get to summer again, and then it dies down, and maybe some medical, advancement has been achieved at that time, and we're good.
We all wake up from a nightmare.
Yeah, but otherwise,
7th
for Bucks as well.
Yo, we wake up in Benthal's room,
dog.
Dude,
oh my gosh. It's the time we were in that soundproof box.
Yeah.
We all wake up.
We all fell asleep or we got like gassed out. dude.
You just wake
Chloroform.
up and then it's all different.
Yeah, like chloroform.
Yeah.
We just wake up. We're just
and it's
like, yo.
well, you guys were in there for like 2 minutes. Oh, we were?
Yeah, we wake
What?
up. Dang.
I would actually be so happy if we did.
That'd be crazy.
But like at the same time, we've also been doing glimpse.
Yeah, glimpse was
Yeah.
never a thing. But now we would
now we know.
Yeah, we would know where we'd be at in 1 year.
And now we can just like copy every video we made and do it better.
It's
Exactly.
like, guys, we ran out of videos. What now? We give up. We give up.
All right, Keith, let's end on this last Bucks topic and let's get out of here.
Yeah, right now we're actually playing the Pelicans, so that game's going on as we speak.
Okay.
But against
Okay.
Pacers, we
Check
won.
in.
That was with Giannis out because of health and safety protocols. So he didn't have COVID at that time, but he was out. But won against the Pacers. Drew did really good. He was kind of leading the charge that game.
We're down 4,
So-
by the way, in the third.
Okay, well, we'll dub it out at the end. Don't worry.
Hopefully.
Keaton's
fingers
like,
crossed.
why'd you tell me that?
Sorry, boss.
But yeah. Otherwise,
Well,
that's
hey.
about it.
Well, by Sunday, we'll definitely know if those Bucks have won or not. We'll also know. The Packers will be playing by the time this comes out, while this
True.
comes out. So, good luck to the Packers. Good luck to the Bucks and the remainder of the season. We'll talk about them again, obviously next week. But hey, if you did enjoy this podcast, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Check out all of our links and our link tree you can find in our Instagram. Stay tuned for weekly content on Wednesdays. And of course, this podcast comes out on Sundays at 7 a.m. on Spotify and iTunes and 4:30 on YouTube. And if there's anything you learned from here today, give that lady a French fry.
That's exactly
true.
From the boys to you.
Merry Christmas.
See you next week. Goodbye.
Merry Christmas. Goodbye.
Yo, we're gonna call this episode the French Fry Lady.